What am I going to do now? Power's out. Let's get on this pedal generator and get the lights going in here. How's it going, everyone? So I'm just kidding around, but this is actually very useful in a power outage. If you have a battery that you can charge and then you can attach an inverter to it, then you can actually run a small appliance, charge up your phone. So you can charge up a battery pretty fast on this, depending how energetic you are. So let's see what this thing can do, and we'll power up some lights and motors. Let's go. Let's check the voltage. 60. So these bulbs are all connected in series. So let's crank this up. And it's not really that hard to crank. There's a bit of resistance. More gearing. So I have a motor out of a Power Wheels Jeep. .24-volt lawnmower motor. This is out of an older cordless lawnmower. Let's see what happens. Look at that. So the entire pedal generator was put together using scrap materials, and the bicycle was a curb find. So the motor is a permanent magnet motor, and it's from a lawnmower. I have an old broken impact driver. Let's plug it in and see what happens. So I made the base of this generator about 8 years ago, and I've just did a little upgrade, mounted this larger bicycle to it, and it actually works a lot better. So the most important thing about this is anyone can build this. There's no welding. It's a very simple design. The purpose of the generator is to charge up batteries and then run stuff off the batteries. You don't want to run it directly off the generator. So if we try to charge the battery directly from the motor, this is what's going to happen. That's not going to be any good to charge up our battery. So we need to add something to this to make it so that we can charge up a battery. We're going to add a diode like this to our generator. So all I need to make this generator work is this cord right here that I've made up. So all I have is a diode that's just placed in line of one of the wires here. It's actually on the negative. And then I have two alligator clips on this side to clip to the battery. So we just plug this into the generator. All we have to do is connect the generator directly to the battery. Let's connect up a meter. So we have 12.64. Let's get on the bike. So you're going to need an inverter to power up appliances and whatever you want off of the battery. So I have one here. This is a 1,000 watt, an older inverter. So we're going to connect this inverter to the battery. Positive to positive, and negative to negative. And now we can just power up whatever we want directly. I have some super caps here, 500 farads, and they're 2.7 volts each. So I only have 2 of these super caps, and that only gives me a maximum working voltage of about 5 volts. Let's see how much it takes to charge up 2 super capacitors. Go with the lowest here. I'm taking the current no problem. They're actually giving me quite a load, and I don't see too much of a voltage spike. Now it's amazing that these take quite a bit of energy to charge them up. So we don't need any bulky batteries for this generator. We could just use supercapacitors. You probably want 4 to 5 of these supercapacitors to hook to your exercise generator, and you could just mount them onto the bike. What you can do now with your supercapacitors is you can connect up a buck converter similar to this one here. This is just a little board I put together. It's got a whole bunch of things on here. It has a buck converter, lithium charge protection board, USB. Then you can charge up some 18650s like these ones here, and that will then make the generator a little more user-friendly. I'm using a wheel off a kid's bike. With a larger wheel, he would get more voltage, but then it would be a lot harder to spin the generator. It's a very basic design. It looks really weird right now because I used paint that was frost damaged, and this is what you get. I just thought for fun I would put the paint on and see what it would do. So we have one 2x4 on the bottom, two come up here, and then an angled 2x4. I've used all-round strapping to mount the bike to the top of the 2x4, and then a U-clamp on this side. So I've used a V-belt pulley off an alternator, and then the belt just comes up, goes around the rim, and it's basic. I've just connected up 2 wires from the motor, and they just go to a receptacle so I can plug things in. It makes it easy. Of course, you can't run 120 volts off of this, but it's a very easy way to plug your generator into your battery. Just automatically shut off.